this video, I'm going to be sharing 3 simple and easy spring nail art designs using the Zoya Spring 2022 collection. One of the colors that I do use in this video for detailing work is not from the collection, which I will show in a second. So for the first design, I'm showing a simple floral pattern, and I'm using Tyler, Ellis, as well as Gwen from the collection, and the polish that's not from the collection is Zoya's Merida. On my pinky, middle, and index finger, I am painting it with the Gwen color, which is the pale pink. And I will say, though, that for these designs, because I was only wearing them for the length of the video, I did not apply a base coat. I did have a base coat on in this video, or in this design, because I was trying out a peel-off base coat that I just got, and I just wanted to see how it was working. But the rest of the designs, I do not do that with. Now for the thumb, I did the blue color. And I will say, though, that if you are planning to do this design or a design with darker colors, or you're wearing any nail art design for any length of time, then make sure you do use a base coat, because some colors such as dark blues can stain your nails. So you want to be careful with that. And on my ring finger, I used the raspberry color, as I'm calling it. And then once I get this on my ring finger, I'm going to jump straight into the nail art. So the nail art on this finger is going to be a simple floral pattern, and I already did the floral pattern on my pinky off camera, and I am using the raspberry, the blue, and the green for this pattern, and I'm using a medium-sized dotting tool as well as a small detail brush. And I'm creating 2 blobs of the raspberry color. Now you can add more flowers to your nails if you want to, but I just like doing it this way because I think it's so easy and it's very, very simple, and I put the blue flower in between. Now, I switched in when I was doing the colors. I did make sure to wipe off my dotting tool between each color so I didn't blend them. And then I took my detail brush and I created the little leaves. Again, if you want to do this near your cuticle and then do it near the free edge of your nail, you could. But I just wanted to keep this really, really simple. And if you wanted to do like swirls of another color in between the roses to add more dimension, you could, but I just decided to keep it simple. And as for my index finger, I just did the same thing, but near the tip of my nail. Basically, the pinky finger, the middle finger, and the index are going to be the nail art designs, and then the ring finger and the thumb are your accent nails pulling the design together with the solid colors. Alright, and that is it for the first design. For the second design, I'm going to go a little bit bolder. And for this, I am using Lena, I think it's called, and Elsa. And I am applying 2 coats of the light purple color. Now this does dry down matte, so if you don't like a matte finish, like I don't, then I definitely advise using a top coat. One thing I will say, though, is that depending on how long your nails are, you might have to do 3 coats. When my nails get longer, I might have to do 3, but I'll be experimenting with that. But like I said, this does dry down matte, and once the second coat was dry, I went in with Elsa and I painted 1/2 of my nail with it. And I did this to all of my nails. Now, one thing I will say, though, is that after the second coat of Elsa, just not even like 30 seconds after I did the second coat, I did immediately put a glossy top coat over it. And that was because I wanted to have the polish shiny for the end picture and end part of the video. However, I don't recommend doing this. Make sure that your nail color is dry before you apply a top coat, just to make sure that you don't have too much wet polish on top of wet polish, because that can cause your nail to chip easier. So I just apply the top coat right afterwards just to take the photo. But if I was wearing this design, I would definitely let each layer dry for a little bit, and then I would do the top coat. And again, if I was wearing any of these designs for any length of time after this video, or once I was done with the video, I would apply a base coat. Now for the third design, I'm going to go a little bit sparklier with some softer-ish tones with it. And I'm using the Kit color from the collection. And this is just a really pretty rosy brown neutral shade. I really like this shade. It's really, really pretty. It definitely is more rosy in person. And I'm applying this to all of my nails, and then again I'm going to apply the second coat off camera. Now on my ring finger I did show the second coat just because I needed to use a second coat to adhere the nail studs, and I am using these little nail studs for the glitter nail. And I took a dotting tool at first and I went to do it with a dotting tool, but then it wasn't working as well as I'd hoped, so I switched to a nail stud picker up thingamabob. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called a crystal katana, but I'm not sure. I literally just summoned my inner Ariel there. But I just did this with all of the little nail art studs. And I did show, I think, half of my nail with the nail art studs of me doing it, but then I finished it off camera because I was running out of time on my cell phone. But this is very easy to do, and if I was wearing this design again, I would definitely apply a top coat once my nails were dry, and then I would attach these with the super glue, which I did not do for the sake of this video, but that's what I would do. And again, if you want the nail art studs to last longer, then I would do some super glue. I have seen people do designs similar to this where they do their ring finger and then they do their thumb. If you wanted to do that, you could. I just want to keep it really simple because I know that there are people out there that love their bling. Sorry, but I am just not a bling lover. And I will also say that I think traditionally the way that people do this design is they use gel to attach these nail crystals, which I did not do. I don't work with gel, so I'm not even getting into that. And if you wanted to do bigger little crystals, you could. I just kept them smaller because my nail is smaller, and I just prefer the smaller nail art crystal look. But if you wanted to do bigger crystals, you could. And this is what my nail looks like. So this is how I did all of 3 designs. Again, super simple and very easy.